What is happening, tech titans and digital dynamos? Welcome back to Microsoft Sphere, where we dive headfirst into the most electrifying developments shaping our world. The news cycle is spinning faster than ever, and you need to stay ahead of the curve. Get ready, because we've got a jam-packed episode with updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From critical software shifts to personal stories resonating across the industry, we're breaking it all down. Prepare for insights, analysis, and the inside scoop that matters most. Let's jump right in. First up, a major operating system update is on the horizon, but is it a game changer or a gentle nudge? We're dissecting the upcoming Windows 11 25H2 release and asking if Microsoft is missing a golden opportunity as Windows 10 approaches its final curtain. Will this be the upgrade that finally gets everyone on board, or is it business as usual? Then, we shift gears to a deeply personal account from within the tech community. A laid-off Microsoft professional shares a powerful and eye-opening journey through the challenging U.S. job market, touching on experiences that highlight the human side of industry shifts. This is a story that speaks volumes about resilience and the realities faced by many. And in a move that could save you some serious cash, we're looking at a fantastic deal that lets you ditch the subscription model for good. Find out how you can secure a lifetime license for a popular productivity suite and keep more money in your pocket. It's a smart play for anyone looking to optimize their software investments. Finally, we're diving into the latest pricing adjustments for a cornerstone Microsoft service. Is your wallet ready for the impact? We'll break down the changes and what they mean for your everyday usage. Stay locked in, because these are the updates you need to know. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Microsoft Sphere, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Windows 11's next chapter, a missed opportunity. The much-anticipated Windows 11 version 25H2 update is on the cusp of release, signaling the next annual refresh for Microsoft's flagship operating system. Currently in the final testing phase within the release preview channel, this update is poised to roll out soon. However, expectations for groundbreaking new features may need to be significantly tempered. Microsoft's official announcement for Build 26200.5074, the iteration of 25H2, focuses primarily on features being deprecated, such as PowerShell 2 and certain components relevant mainly to power users and enterprises, rather than highlighting any substantial new additions for the average consumer. This approach to the 25H2 update is characteristic of an enablement package, a method Microsoft employs for delivering minor updates. The underlying infrastructure for new features is often deployed in the background before the official enablement. Consequently, the 25H2 update itself is expected to be more about activating these pre-existing capabilities rather than introducing a suite of entirely novel functionalities. While there will undoubtedly be some tweaks and additions, the update is unlikely to feature any headline-grabbing innovations. It's widely speculated that any significant new features, particularly AI-driven advancements like those potentially enhancing Copilot+ PCs, will be rolled out separately or in future, more substantial updates, potentially excluding a large portion of the user base from immediate benefit. This strategy comes at a peculiar moment, as Microsoft actively encourages Windows 10 users to transition to Windows 11, especially with Windows 10's end of support drawing nearer. From a user acquisition perspective, releasing an update with minimal compelling new features could be seen as a missed opportunity to attract hesitant Windows 10 users. A significant, attention-grabbing feature could have served as a powerful incentive for those on the fence. However, Microsoft's development and release schedules are rigid, and this timing might simply be a consequence of that established roadmap. There's a possibility that Microsoft is reserving more substantial updates for later, perhaps aligning with the extended support for Windows 10, which now extends into next year for some users. This could potentially pave the way for a more significant announcement, maybe even the launch of Windows 12, though this remains speculative. On the positive side, a less feature-heavy update like 25H2 is less likely to introduce the kind of bugs and system instability that plagued previous, more ambitious releases like Windows 11 24H2. This minor update approach should, in theory, lead to a smoother, more stable user experience. Regardless of the feature set, the imminent release of Windows 11 H2 is confirmed, with an October rollout being a strong possibility, contingent on the final stages of testing. This update represents a cautious step forward, prioritizing stability over innovation, a decision that may or may not resonate with users eager for more transformative changes. But what happens when the digital advancements leave individuals behind? Next, we hear a personal story that sheds light on the human impact of industry shifts. A tech professional's plight, navigating the post-layoff landscape. Modi Khan, a 50-year-old tech professional, found himself jobless after a decade-long career that included a significant 5-year tenure at Microsoft. Since his layoff last December, Khan has been engaged in a strenuous 9-month-long job search across the United States. His savings have dwindled to a critical point, leaving him with only $10,000, an amount he estimates will cover his and his wife's expenses for a mere 2 months. This precarious financial situation puts his home in Texas at risk of foreclosure as he falls behind on mortgage payments, even with a forbearance plan in place. Despite his extensive experience, including his role as a cloud solution architect at Microsoft, Khan describes the job market as unforgiving. He likens the search to recruiters seeking an unattainable ideal. It feels like recruiters are looking for Superman. He has been actively applying for positions and has secured several interviews, some of which felt highly promising. However, these positive interactions have consistently failed to result in job offers. I've had so many good interviews where I'm ready for them to say, "Modi, let's rock and roll," and then they don't move forward, he shared, expressing deep frustration. A significant part of his struggle, Khan believes, stems from a lack of constructive feedback. Recruiters contact me, take my resume, and they ghost me, he explained, highlighting a common and demoralizing experience in the current hiring climate. He suspects that age discrimination plays a role, with potential employers assuming he may not be up to date with the latest technological advancements. Furthermore, his lack of experience in startup environments is perceived as a disadvantage by some recruiters. Adding another layer of complexity, Khan, who is of Pakistani origin, suggests that ethnic biases could be influencing hiring decisions, particularly when interacting with recruiters or interviewers of Indian descent. He describes this as a very, very dangerous situation, pointing to the intersectionality of age, experience, and ethnicity in his job search. Khan, who immigrated to the U.S. from Pakistan in 2007, joined Microsoft in 2019. Since his layoff, he has already divested his Microsoft stock holdings to manage his finances. The depletion of his savings and the impending threat to his housing situation underscore the broader challenges faced by many experienced professionals in the tech industry following widespread layoffs. His story is a stark reminder of the human cost associated with corporate restructuring and the systemic barriers that can exacerbate the difficulties of re-entering the workforce, particularly for older professionals and minorities. While some navigate career uncertainty, others are finding ways to optimize their resources. Stay tuned as we explore a savvy move to gain lasting value from your software investments. Microsoft 365 price hike, an alternative for lifelong productivity. Microsoft has recently implemented its first price increase for Microsoft 365 subscriptions in 12 years, raising the monthly cost to $9.99 and the annual cost to $99.99. This represents a significant 45% jump for many users. In response to this escalating subscription fatigue and the increasing cost of digital services, an attractive alternative has emerged for those seeking a more permanent and cost-effective solution for their productivity software needs. For a limited time, consumers can bypass these recurring price hikes by opting for a lifetime license to Microsoft Office Professional 2021 for Windows. This comprehensive package, which includes essential applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook, is available for a one-time payment of just $39.97. This offer, which concludes on September 7th at 11:59 p.m. PT, provides substantial savings compared to the regular price of $219.99, representing a discount of over 80%. The appeal of this deal lies in its direct opposition to the trend of subscription creep, where users are increasingly locked into ongoing payments for software access. Many consumers express a preference for owning their software outright, particularly when the perceived value of new subscription-based features, such as enhanced AI capabilities like Copilot integration, does not justify the continuous expenditure. This offer allows individuals to acquire and retain full ownership of a robust suite of productivity tools without the commitment of monthly or annual fees. It presents a strategic move for users who prioritize control over their software budget and prefer a one-time purchase for long-term utility. The Microsoft Office Professional 2021 suite offers a full range of features designed for professional and personal use, ensuring users have access to powerful document creation, data analysis, presentation, and communication tools. By securing a lifetime license, individuals can avoid the uncertainty of future subscription price adjustments and the potential for feature gating that often accompanies subscription models. This approach provides a stable and predictable cost for essential software, making it a particularly appealing option for students, freelancers, small businesses, and individuals managing tight budgets. This limited-time offer from Stack Social is positioned as a direct countermove against the rising costs of cloud-based subscriptions. It empowers users to invest in a tangible asset, a perpetual software license, that provides enduring value. For anyone looking to equip themselves with essential productivity tools without the ongoing financial commitment, this deal represents a significant opportunity to achieve long-term savings and maintain control over their digital workspace. While securing software deals is a smart financial play, understanding the broader economic shifts is also crucial. In our final story, we examine how changes in Microsoft's service pricing could impact your wallet. Windows 10 nears end of support, as Windows 11 25H2 update looms. Microsoft's Windows 11 version 25H2 update is nearing its official release, marking the next significant annual refresh for the operating system. Currently undergoing final testing in the release preview channel, this update is expected to roll out imminently. However, initial reports suggest that 25H2 will be a minor update, focusing on incremental changes rather than introducing major new features. Microsoft's recent announcement regarding build 26200.5074, the candidate for the 25H2 release, highlights features being removed, such as PowerShell 2 and specific components, with little mention of new user-facing functionalities. This has led to concerns that Microsoft might be missing a critical opportunity to attract Windows 10 users as their operating system's end-of-support date approaches. The 25H2 update is being delivered as an enablement package, a method that allows Microsoft to activate new features developed in the background without requiring a full system overhaul. While this ensures that new capabilities will eventually reach users, the update itself is not expected to contain substantial additions. It is anticipated that most significant new features, potentially including AI-related enhancements for Copilot Plus PCs, will be rolled out separately, possibly bypassing a large segment of the user base. This approach raises questions about Microsoft's strategy for migrating users from Windows 10, especially given the extended support options now available for Windows 10 users, which could delay their transition to Windows 11. This timing is particularly notable because Microsoft is actively encouraging users to upgrade from Windows 10. A more feature-rich update for Windows 11 could have served as a stronger incentive for Windows 10 holdouts. The current minimal update could be perceived as a missed chance to capitalize on the impending end of support for Windows 10, potentially delaying the adoption of Windows 11. While Microsoft adheres to its development schedules, this particular release cycle might not align perfectly with user acquisition goals. Conversely, a less ambitious update typically results in fewer bugs and a more stable user experience, a welcome change after the issues encountered with previous major updates like the Windows 11 24H2 release. Despite the lack of major new features, the 25H2 update is expected to bring a series of tweaks and minor additions. The release is anticipated for October, pending the successful completion of final testing. This update underscores a focus on stability and incremental improvements, a strategy that may appeal to users seeking a reliable operating system, but might leave those anticipating significant advancements wanting more. It represents a cautious evolutionary step for Windows 11, as Microsoft continues its efforts to onboard users from its older operating system. As we consider the evolving landscape of operating systems, the personal journeys of those within the tech industry also come into focus. We now turn to a poignant story about the challenges faced by a laid-off Microsoft employee in the current job market. That's all the essential updates for today. We saw Windows 11 25H2 is almost here, but might be a missed opportunity for new users. We heard a moving account from a laid-off Microsoft techie facing job search struggles and potential discrimination. We also highlighted a fantastic deal to get a lifetime license for Microsoft Office 2021, saving you from subscription price hikes. And finally, we touched on the upcoming price adjustments for a core Microsoft service, impacting your costs. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Microsoft Sphere for more critical tech news, hit that notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you in the next one.